Hi, beautiful souls. I hope y'all are doing well. Welcome to my channel. My name's Maya. What am I wearing? My name is Maya. Didn't say that on purpose. That was subconsciously. My name is Maya. Interesting. My name is Bella and Nabila and Phyllis. I have so many names. I have so many faces. I'm joking. Okay, this is quite a serious reading, honestly. Obviously from the title of this video, but I don't want to make it all sad and gloomy at the same time because I'm all about looking at the silver linings to things. So if you've clicked on this, you saw the title and you clicked on it for a reason, okay? And it's landed on your For You, or if you're subscribed and you feel drawn to this, it's all for a reason, okay? And I'm sorry to hear if this is you or someone close to you, but I since this morning, I woke up early this morning because I had an appointment, had a couple of things to do, and I was on my way and I saw a lady that worked for the NHS that was wearing her uniform, dozed out, like hazed out, whatever the word is, just in a zone, and you can see the sadness in her face. And then I was like, "You all right?" I had to just say hi. People don't show each other kindness anymore because it's all awkward and people are just so hostile towards each other and stuff like that. There's no humanity and just happiness and community. There's no loving energy anymore the way it used to be or whatever. But anyways, I decided to just say hi to her and ask her how she is, and she was like, "Yeah, I'm just tired." And I could tell it was just more than tiredness. And then as the day went on after my appointment with somebody, again, I come out and I just see people sitting down, gone. Like their mind is the sadness in their face, and I pick up on energies. So you are probably someone who picks up on some other people's energies, but even if it's you who I'm picking up on right now, who is going through some numbness or sadness or depression, I'm going to strongly advise you to seek counseling or therapy. Because first of all, if you have any like negative thoughts towards therapy or counseling, and you keep hearing about counseling and therapy, it's a sign for you to, at least, if you're not open to it right now, at least look into different revenues that provide the same service. And if not that, look up what therapy is and how it works and how it's helped people, and counseling. Because, like you, if it's you, there are many people who doubted it or had a negative connotation towards it, and when they did go towards it, they basically benefited a lot. It benefited them a lot. So I got a couple of messages that I got for the day as well. I'm getting you need to start taking hormonal supplements to balance your hormones and to boost your mood. There's St. John's wort, there's mugwort, there's ashwagandha, moringa, there's I'm hearing fish oil as well. So if you're a woman, fish oil, but also Damiana. There's Damiana. And there's also, so there's loads of antidepressant herbal supplements or teas. If you don't like the medication, I'm not a medication person. If you'd like, you can also reach out to me via email or whatever. and I can speak to you personally what it is that you need in terms of whatever it is that you're dealing with mental health or emotional health. Well, emotional is part of mental health, physical health. Um, and there's loads of activities that you can do. Exercise. You don't know what you don't know until you try. So exercise is really, really, really helpful for physical aches and pains, but also mental health as well. You will literally just, even if you're not in the mood, you're supposed to get yourself in the mood. At the beginning, it's a bit heavy, but just at least listen to an upbeat. I have two songs right now that I'm going to recommend because it came to me as a download while I was outside. And there's something else that I want to share as well when it comes to therapy before I talk about the songs. So, when it comes to trauma, when it comes to abuse, when it comes to um, mental health issues, a lot of us brush it off, suppress it, bury it, ignore it, pretend like it didn't happen or it's not going on. Just avoidance, basically. What happens is it builds up and it will come up at a certain time. And I feel like right now I'm speaking to somebody whose traumas or hurt, past traumas and hurt, is coming up in ways that you're not basically connecting it or linking it to your past traumas. Whatever mental breakdown you're going through right now, because I was in Iceland, and if you're in the UK, you know what Iceland is a grocery store. And if you have a local one, then maybe you've seen something that looks like this. There's these leaflets that they are giving out. I'm really happy with the amount of stuff that the council, the borough that I live in, what they're doing in terms of mental health. I absolutely love. I don't know about the rest of London or UK or country. Um, However, these leaflets, before I saw the leaflet, I heard, relax, don't do it. Relax, don't do it when you want to go to it. Relax. Anyways, I heard that and then I tapped my card to pay for the milk that I was getting, and then I saw these leaflets. And this is what it says. This is a campaign against living miserably. Okay? It says there's stuff you've put off facing. Those decades old peas or the homemade spag ball that's been better, that's seen better days. Everything gets iced up, leaving no room for the good stuff. We want to help you spot the signs that a mate, colleague, or loved one might need a clear out. Because when you break the ice on mental health, those drawers get easier. That's not the bit I wanted to read. The bit that I wanted to read to you guys. Brains, they're a bit like freezers. When things build up, it can be hard to open the drawers. That bit really stood out to me. It really does build up. So I'm going around it, but I'm strongly getting somebody's feeling suicidal. If you or someone close to you is feeling suicidal, please seek help for them or for yourself. Okay, I'm here on number 3 now. Maybe you've been like this for 3 days. Also, I'm strongly getting someone who is burying them, drowning themselves with alcohol or some other form of substance, because again in Iceland. The way I get messages, I found this in Iceland, and I don't know if the camera's going to reverse the camera. The writing, it says my 8 year crack hell, 3 decades under the influence of various substances, moved out of home to live in a crack house, stole from friends, family, and employers to feed addiction, changed and confined to a room for her own protection. At 13, she started smoking cigarettes. By 18, it was weed and drinking alcohol. Then came ecstasy, LSD, cocaine. Before long, Deborah Bell was so hooked on drugs that she moved into a crack house, leaving behind her daughter. Looking at her today, you would never guess that this was once her story. How did she break free from this 3 decade long struggle? Turn to page 10. So it's called City News if you're watching this in the now. If you'd like to read about it. Online with another woman. Um, you are somebody. So I forgot to mention as well. I had a conversation with somebody today as well that I've known for a little bit now, and she just told me she's had a 15-year. Because I didn't believe her when she said she's an alcoholic, but she said she's told me a while ago, but I asked her today how long's your alcoholism been for, and she was like 15 years, and I was like, oh, wow. I was like, okay, of course you're going to have to just, you can't go cold turkey. You're going to have to just reduce it a little. But the smartest and quickest way to work on your addiction is learning to replace it with something that's beneficial, or have loads of distractions. And you do need support as well. You can't do it alone. Some people can't do it alone, let me just say. Um, so I offered to help and stuff like that. Like, just call me, hit me up if you ever feel the urge, you have a friend. So if that is you're free to always email me as well. Make sure you have somebody that you can confide in. Confine, confide in? Okay. So I also heard in my head, I just remembered the Steve Harvey um, comment, quote, whatever you want to call it. You may be someone who loves inspirational quotes. You're meant to write your own. And you're also going to have your own recovery story, or whatever mental health issues you're going through. If it's not addiction, you're going to have your own testimony. So believe in yourself, have faith. But this is what Steve Harvey says: if you're in hell, keep going. Why stop in hell? If you recognize it, why stop in hell? Keep going. And I also heard in the shop earlier, there was a song on about love and how love can heal, and something about feeling like you're in paradise. So I'm getting, you need to start by looking after yourself like you would your own child. Not everybody who's mentally struggling or struggling with addiction is still in a kind, or still embodies a kind heart, a kind soul. I understand it turns some people dark and ugly, but it's the pain, and it's other things going on, other things going on. But whoever I'm speaking to right now, you are not only so kind, so beautiful inside out, so intelligent, so giving. You are extremely strong, extremely strong. And there's another song that I channeled, which is Kelly Clarkson, and she says, What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Stand a little taller. Doesn't mean I'm lonely when I'm alone. So if you're alone, your spirit guides want you to know we are never completely alone. In the physical, you may feel like you're on your own, but if you think about it really and truly, you have God. You need to seek, even if you feel like you've never experienced God, even if you feel like, because if you don't believe in something, and if it wasn't something that you just experienced in life, then it's hard for you to try and communicate or search it or see it. Those who believe in God truly see God in everything. God is in everything. God is in you. You come from God, closer to you than your jugular vein. I just had to say that. So, if you're really at rock bottom right now, there's no other place for you to go but up. When I say up, I mean try to. I did a reading yesterday at 9 p.m. I don't usually do readings that late, but I knew she needed it, and I sensed it, and it was with somebody who, have been wanted a reading for a while. So I thought, it's okay. I had the time, I had the energy, so I decided to. And we talked about faith and praying. If you don't want to pray, I don't know why I feel like talking like this to somebody right now. There's somebody who is struggling or finds it hard to pray. Meditate. See your own self. Speak to yourself. Love on yourself. Get to know yourself, because like I said, you are a part of God. So the more you start to get closer to yourself, the more you get closer to God. The more you get closer to God, the more you get closer to yourself. You came here alone, and you are going to exit this realm alone. It's a reality, okay? And if you don't know how to truly be comfortable alone, it's an issue. Like, you really need to learn how to be comfortable by your ones in the physical. However, in the spiritual, you have spirits that live on, whether you know them or not, family members that you've met that passed on, that you've met, that you haven't met, those that you interacted with that are now passed on, colleague, friend, um, passed on, like relationship wise, like exes, siblings, whoever that you knew, that you were close with, that's passed on, they are with you. And I'm sure you have reminders of things that are coming up right now, reminding you of them. Like, oh, they used to say this, or their name, someone with the same name, someone who wears the same perfume that they used to wear, someone with the same style as them, someone who looks like them, someone who speaks like, just anything that reminds you of them. It's their way of communicating with you. I'm also getting, because of what you're supposed to be doing in life, because you're a star seed. I'm speaking to an indigo star seed. If you don't know what that is, look it up. You're a creative person, and there's been things attacking you since you were born because of your mission on earth. But I'm not going to get too much into that. I feel like that's not relevant right now. You need to heal, codependency, addictions. You need to look up the symptoms and the cause of. You need to educate yourself. you really need to start educating yourself. It's going to help you realize, like, do you have questions about why your life is like this? Have you ever asked, why me? Why am I experiencing this? Why is it always like this? Why is it always the same type of relationships with different people? Is it me? Like, am I the problem? What have I done to deserve this? Like, why do I keep getting. If you're asking these questions, you need to start researching them. You have a whole device that you could easily do. You know, it's that simple. So you need to also start having, like, using affirmations to work on the vibration and the mentality that you're in, the frequency and vibration that you're in. Earlier, the girl that I was talking to that had the 15-year addiction, I remember I was telling her, when you have experienced darkness your whole life, when you've experienced negativity your whole life, it's hard at sometimes to have hope that things will change. And some people are older than others and their life has been a certain way. And I can see why people would lose faith or hope, because sometimes every time there's little hope or they feel like something's changing, things start happening that make them, reconfirm that their life is like this or meant to be like this. However, it just means that your brain has already been programmed into thinking negatively, even subconsciously, even if you're in denial about it. Like when someone asks you how you doing and you say, I'm great, yeah, I'm good. Really, you're not. But it's something that you've learned to do, which is not being honest with yourself and actually, like, not avoiding these issues or not facing them or talking about them. I feel like I'm speaking to someone who finds it really hard to talk to people. You've been disappointed by people a lot. Um, but you can start reprogramming your mind. It can take you, everybody's different. It will take you either a short amount of time or a long amount of time, but it's just about keeping going where you don't even have to practice anymore. The world basically starts reflecting back to you because you've already the positivity, because you've already reprogrammed your brain. Your reality is your perception, how you think of others and how you think of yourself. And like I said, if you're someone who's experienced negativity from young, that's how you see the world and others. And it's going to take a bit of practice to reprogram your mind so that you start experiencing more positivity into your life instead of negativity. Um, what else? Maybe you're someone who used to enjoy singing. I'm also getting that music has helped you in really dark moments. Music has been a huge savior, one of your huge saviors in life. Motivational songs like "What Doesn't Kill You Make You Stronger," or um, like, just, I don't know, any songs. Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend to help you carry on. Mm, 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 I don't know the lyrics. Listen to those songs. Whatever mood that you're in, whatever mood that you're in, pick yourself up. Don't stay in despair. Don't stay in despair. And I'm also getting, if you're someone who is in pain, like physical pain, actual health issues like joint pain, or you've broken a bone or something, or twisted an ankle or something, and it's constant pain, chronic pain. If you're someone suffering from chronic pain, that does affect your mood as well, and your mind, and just everything in life. So if you're taking medication and it's not helping, sometimes it does make it worse. I don't know what to say to you. But I can suggest white willow bark. There's a It works like an aspirin basically. And nettle. You can drink nettle tea, or I think nettle supplements and stuff like that. Those amongst others are basically holistic herbal pain relief. Look for holistic, or maybe you're being guided to. It's not coming from me. I'm just a vessel, spirit speaking through me to you right now. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody who knows what they're supposed to be doing, but they're not. I strongly feel that because the conversation that I had with the girl earlier, she knows, but she's just making excuses for why she can't take the steps to quit. I'm hearing you're meant to, in the future, if not already now. Like when I say now, I mean there are people who share their healing journey. Like this is day one, this is day two. Maybe one of you, someone watching me, some of you, not all of you, wants to document the healing journey. That's amazing. I like that. If that's you, do it. Don't dwell on it. Even if you're not going to post it now, just record them. And then when you actually get to where you want to get to, or you start to feel better about yourself and your life starts changing, maybe you could, and your confidence, goes up a bit, you can start posting them a little bit if you're comfortable enough. If not, when you're where you want to be, when you get there, maybe then you can start posting it. But I'm hearing someone is going to start documenting the heat. Like I I basically call my TikTok channel my digital diary. Even though I wasn't too personal with my information, I was giving you guys, or I was just posting. Not everything was like a digital diary kind of thing. Some were channeled messages as well. But I was also sharing my epiphanies, my realizations, my healing journey, and stuff like that. We're a web of community online where a lot of people are coming online to share their experiences because we are not alone. And there's a passed on singer, XX Testacion, who's been with me for a while, for the past 2 years now, since the beginning of my spiritual awakening, because my spiritual awakening was 2 years ago. I just heard a beautiful thing. No matter how long your journey will be, I'm hearing you're going to be so glad you kept the faith. And you are a light worker. You're going to come out the fire and go back to help other people come out the fire. So if this resonates, do subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and give this video a like to help other people so it reaches other people, and it will help me as well. Um, that's really nice. But yeah, XX Testacion's been with me for a while, and I still haven't shared the biggest message that told me, but that's a separate video. But the main thing that he's been telling me is sometimes artists, well, most of the times, artists go through things because they are a healer of earth, yeah? And you're going to relate to your collective, and whoever I'm speaking to, your collective is going to be large. Because there's something about these times, you actually incarnated or reincarnated specifically because of these times that we're in right now. Whatever that means. And you've done this before in a different time. I don't want to get too spiritual. I'm hearing you're the high priestess. Let me just read it out to you guys. Listen to your intuition. If you're a female high priestess, if you're a male hierophant or a high priest, but modern terms, you are a teacher, you are a philosopher, you are, a guide, an advisor, you are a mentor, you are a coach, you are a motivational speaker, you are a singer, you are just something to do with communication to heal people. It says here, have patience, consider carefully what you want before acting. Um, so basically, learn to trust your intuition and to follow it, because right now you're so disconnected. Me and my son yesterday, when we were on our way back home, we were in a subway, like underneath. We were in the subway, and obviously it echoes in the subway, and we were outside the sub. No, we were inside the subway, and there was a girl that was walking opposite us. Not walking, she was on the electric scooter, and obviously it's like a tunnel in it, so she kept ringing the the bell on the electric scooter because she was basically being safe. She kept ringing it until she got out to make sure that whoever is on the other side, or if there's someone on the other side, knows that she's coming, so she doesn't, collide. And I just I get messages this way and stuff like that. I'm very observant and stuff. So I basically said, to my son, and I am also a guide to my son as well. So whoever I'm speaking to, if you're a parent, you are also a guide to your children. Your children came down through you and your partner or your ex for a reason. So them seeing you go through what you're going through, they have their own life journey, the same as you did. However you are with them, it was meant to happen this way, so don't have any guilt or shame for it. That's what I'm getting, okay? You are trying your best. As long as you're trying your best to nurture them and not pass on the trauma. But I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you're very conscious of not passing down that trauma onto your children. Nevertheless, going back to what I was saying, when the woman kept bringing the electric scooter 333, 33, 30. Ooh, my ear started going blocking. Like, I don't know how to describe it before the bell. Wow. Strong, strong energy. Um, I was basically saying to my son, I was like, because I'm like that. I am the way let me just say, I don't know how to speak sometimes. What I said to my son is, if she trusted her intuition, if she learned to trust her intuition, she would ring it just in case, but something will tell her, her intuition will tell her to slow down because she will feel like someone is coming, even though she can't see the other side, but she would feel it. She would perceive it, she would pick up on it, that there's someone there if she was in tune with her intuition. And if there is somebody there, if somebody was not there, she would just basically feel the drive to like just go, or she will have the green light to just go, because we pick up on these things. If you don't study your intuition and your feelings and your vibrations, I'm a bit on the spectrum, so whoever I am, maybe you are as well, but you can feel energy. If you teach yourself, look up Tai Chi and Chi energy and Chi Kong. Just because you can't see it, it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. You can literally train yourself to feel energy. Yeah. But yeah, we just, some of us don't see it, but you can actually pick up on these things if you are in at one with yourself and then the universe. But it's a practice. Even I'm still practicing. It's like a little game I like to play as well. And that's how you can get started as well when it comes to trusting your intuition. Little games here and there. Um, so if she was in tune with her intuition, she wouldn't be constantly like nervous about bumping into somebody. She would just go, and then if she gets that sense, because your body will tell you like when there's danger or something is about to happen, so she would, you will notice it. But a lot of people don't notice it. Our intuition, like our body communicates with us all the time. Our ancestors communicate with us through our nervous system as well. um Everything, somatic, parasympathetic, all of it. So i I also got a message that you're connected to Notorious Big is connected to you, whoever you are. Whoever you are, maybe you really love listening to Notorious Big. Um, ooh, is that just for me? Or am I supposed to share it with the collective? People? Am I supposed to share it? Okay, I'm not gonna share it. Thank you. Never you guys mind. If you don't know him or listen to him, he is around you. I think you hear him here and there, but you're not really interested or in tuned or connected. Something about his songs. I don't know which one, but you need to start listening to him. I'm hearing something about connections, a connection to his mom, and I'm also hearing he was actually very sad. I don't know Notorious Big, but I'm getting that he was sad. I'm gonna look this up as well. So guys, I hope this video helped. I really do. I know I feel like I know I look like I'm a bit all over the place, but it is what it is. Now I'm hearing somebody did sihr called Medido. Like somebody did some magic, somebody did something, some spell works, a hex or something to make you a yes man or yes woman to them. This is not going to be for everybody. And I'm hearing this made you close up as well. And I'm hearing it's your very first relationship. So if you remember what your very first relationship was, you need to start releasing that person's energy. I feel like your very first relationship, because I got a message yesterday as well, you picked up on their karma and their traumas first of all. Secondly, because of, I don't know how your relationship has ended, but they've done something. they've done something in in a moment of anger. They did something. I'm gonna see if I can do a reading on that to dig deeper. Anyways, I'm gonna love you guys and leave you guys with love and light. So try to pick yourself up instead of staying in a muck. Okay? See you guys in the next video.